to the B and get it back. That's why I'm humble as ever. And I rumble whatever. Don't chase, cause they come with the cheddar. I see my man, girl, start acting bougie when he the cheddar. Before you know it, better. I knew about it and I wanted to tell him I felt funny as ever. But when I told him, he went running to tell her. Remember, I was down bad, I'm talking under the cellar. Now the Rolls Royces come with umbrellas for the rain and all the pain that we've been through. If you don't feed your wolves, they gon' put you on the menu. That's why I be with family and some boys that I've been new. If money determine loyalty, we and I'll go against you. Facts. Rule.
Have you ever noticed logos above certain My Players in the city?
You may have seen one on yours truly, and it's a way to identify VIPs in the 2K community.
In 2K25, Team 2K TV has seen action with Kingsguard Keon Ellis, Blazer center DeAndre Ayton, and you never know who you might run into next.
Notice that NBA logo? That's a real player you could be hooping with or against.
A shot of the Celtics coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Maxey out there with Brandon Miller. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then there's Edwards. And it's Kamare in at the power forward position. And for Boston, the guards are Pritchard and White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Queta in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Doris, both these teams have the luxury of a very deep bench.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of talent on both rosters. What that means is the defenses need to be active and aware even when substitutions are made, because the next basket could come from absolutely any guy on the floor.
Here's Brown, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. And the shot goes in.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Craig, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And here is Brown, following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Brown feeling it out a bit. And he gets it to go. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
No good with the layup. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. Tatum wide open, he fires one. And another basket for Boston.
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
And it's Miller penetrating, and he makes that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
There's Miller with the 3. And no good that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
76ers, 7.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Celtics, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, Miracle Man is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's ABC, and it's McCain in at the point guard. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Kuminga goes in. And finished off by Kuminga.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of this. He misses the free throw. Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Here's ABC. It's intercepted. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Shireman. Misses the layup. Philadelphia with the ball. Haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Now, here's Kuminga. His last outing, he had 24 points. Another miss by Philadelphia. Outside, Simon. It's rebounded by Miracle Man. Here's Grimes. And that one released in time, but no good. So a tie game here as we finish the first half.
The Celtics, 11. The 76ers.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute it. This guy has done just that.
And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White. And it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston Five. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Left side, Edwards. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Edwards got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Maxey. Unloads. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And so Miller will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Now here's Brown. 8 points for him. 46 seconds left to play here in the third. Maxey looking it over. Out to Miller. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Guys, you know this. Brandon Miller plays the game with a high level of intelligence. And at 6'9", that length, not a bad addition to that.
Now, here's Boucher. Scoreless thus far. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, Tatum showing his strength.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Boucher with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. When he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Philadelphia ahead, up by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Walker Kessler, Tyrese Maxey out there with ABC. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga, and it's Edwards in at the 3.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Maxey, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The 76ers leading by 3. Here's ABC. They grab their own miss. Basket counts.
Exactly what Kessler does off every miss. Go pursue the basketball and get the opportunity for a second chance.
Tatum, that's for 2. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket. And watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
Maxey out to Edwards. It's stolen by Brown. It's tipped. Passes it to ABC. Outside, Kuminga. Shoots over White. Here's Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Money!
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Then for the 76ers, Kamar is checked in, and it's Brandon Miller in for ABC. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. The message was simple. Keep fighting. Coach told his team, we're in this. We just need some extra effort. Let's go. See if they can come back. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. The pass to Edwards. Off target from three-point range.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they
boy. Crazy man on deck, crazy man thing. Signal. To be frank, I've paid my dues. All I want is to win, win. Make nobody see me finish. Out there with my...
Joining us today for our rap party is King Jordan and Power DF. We are so excited to have you two on the show. Joining Chris Manning, we're going to go 3v3 in Proving Grounds, try to get that W to celebrate the end of the season.
We are going to get that W to celebrate the end of the season.
For 2K TV. King Jordan, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's great running with Power DF and LD2K.
The Spurs came into the arena earlier with one thought on their mind, walking out of here with a win. Greetings, Anthony. Now the starting group for San Antonio. They've got Castle, Sarr out there with Victor Wembanyama, and it's Bailey in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Jamal Murray out there with Tim Hardaway, and it's Brown in at the 3. Tip-off goes to Denver. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
Clock at 6. Hardaway. They grab their own miss.
Oh, wow! Oh, watch out!
Big finish.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
And that one's good.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
And here's Denver. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
On Tim Hardaway's best nights, Clark, he can light it up from the perimeter.
Yeah, he's got a great stroke and compose matchup problems when he's got it going. When that happens, it forces opponents to adjust their defensive posture. So he's extremely valuable when he gets it going, knocking down shots on the perimeter.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Nuggets.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. Outside Watson. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Good D by Wembanyama. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
For 3.
Wembanyama's got 5 now.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Here's Johnson. And again, it's Denver missing. Here's Sharp. From down in the low post, it goes.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And so the first quarter is in the books.
Your Nuggets.
It's the Spurs.
2.
They lead by 5.
The Spurs 7. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your defense.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Jamal Murray out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Johnson in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Murray, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
And what you love about this Denver offense, Grant, by and large, they take good shots.
Oh, they do. Top 5 in field goal percentage over the last 5 seasons. And a lot of that is Jokic delivering the ball to the right guy at the right time.
Pass to Jokic. Tries it from the block. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Here's Castle. Hauled in by Brown. Nuggets trail by 5.
San Antonio foul.
A different look for Denver. Brown comes in for Johnson, and Hardaway is subbed in for Brown. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Harper, he's checked in for Johnson. Gordon, the pass to Brown. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smart, and Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free. What a move, showing off the handles there.
For Denver, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Gordon outside. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Misses in close. Here's Harper. He played a great game against Golden State. And that one no good to start off the night. Here's Jokic. Pass to Brown. For 3, Gordon. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5. And that does it for our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
So on the floor for the Spurs, we've got Wembanyama. He's out there with Sarr, and it's Harper in at the 2.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Here's Brown. It's good, and the assist goes to Murray. Brown's got 5 points. But Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Jokic with it, now guarded by Wembanyama. Pass to Murray. Down low. Shot is good by Gordon. Gordon's got his second basket on the night.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
And the shot goes in.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Jokic. He's covered closely. Brown passes to Gordon. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Gordon.
And Gordon is quick in everything he does. I mean, including how he passes the ball. This guy plays with great quickness.
And there's the drive.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
For San Antonio.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Johnson inside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. Harper passes to Wembanyama. And the 3 off target. The third quarter comes to a close. Spurs out in front, up 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Hayden Watson is out there with Johnson. Then it's Bruce Brown. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Strother in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Wembanyama down low. He's against Watson. Wembanyama with a bucket.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Now a timeout called by Denver. They trail by 4. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter. A different look for Denver. Brown's checked in for Watson. Hardaway comes in for Strother. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Brown. And San Antonio with a change here too. Bailey's checked in. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. The coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. PA?
And Allie, thank you for that.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
That's to Bailey. Now here's Sharp. Puts up the 8-footer. Double on Wembanyama. Here's Bailey for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. 1:16 left in the game. Here's Brown. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Off target at the rim. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. 2-point game. Tipped. Now Sharp. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. That's on Jonas Valanciunas. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
If this young man is pretty steady at the line, Wembanyama can get this done.
A different look for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas, and Aaron Gordon subbed in for Johnson. And he lobs it up to the rim. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're in front by 3. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
He scored over 50% of his team points. So, yeah, it's obvious that he's the pick. The defense has tried to slow him down, but nothing has worked. He has just owned them tonight. This type of dominant performance is going to be talked about for a long time.
Nuggets call timeout. Let's give it up for your Denver Nuggets dancer.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Kept alive. And he buries it. And that one brings him within 1.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Timeout called. The Spurs. They're on top by 1. 15 seconds left in the 4th. From deep, Wembanyama. San Antonio again can't hit. Pass to Murray. To take the lead. Off target from downtown. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm baking on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm Jason on this. You shaking on this, got some for hating on this. I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this. Not now. I've been waiting on this.
Because I walk the straight line along my way sun. That's where I go. That's all I know. And let me tell you, it wasn't always this way. I was a young man with a lot to say.